Here's the fastest way to understand the Magnificent Seven of the stock market. If you've wondered why the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq can skyrocket or sink on just a handful of headlines, it's because 7 companies often move the whole market. I'm breaking down who they are, why they matter, the big benefits, the real risks, and how investors get exposure, sometimes without even knowing it. Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta, Tesla. These are mega-cap, tech-oriented giants driving a massive share of market performance through innovation and scale. Who they are and what they do. Apple, platforms, devices, operating systems, and cloud. Microsoft, platforms, devices, operating systems, and cloud. Alphabet, search, YouTube, digital ads, and AI. Meta, social platforms, ads, and AI. Amazon, e-commerce plus AWS cloud. Nvidia, chips that fuel AI and data centers. Tesla, electric vehicles, energy, and software. Why they're called magnificent. They've outperformed and dominated innovation themes. Market influence. They're a large slice of the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, so when they move, indexes follow. Earnings power. Strong balance sheets and huge cash flow. AI exposure. Most are building or deploying AI at scale. At times, most S&P 500 gains came from these 7 alone. That concentration can be great when they're winning, and painful when they miss earnings, face regulation, or sentiment flips. Benefit. Category leadership and network effects. Benefit. High margins and strong cash generation. Benefit. Exposure to AI. Benefit. Exposure to cloud. Benefit. Exposure to data centers. Benefit. Exposure to electrification. Risk. Overconcentration. Your index ETF might already be heavily tilted to these names. Risk. Valuation risk. Great companies aren't always great prices. Risk. Regulatory pressure, like antitrust. Risk. Competitive pressure from new challengers. How investors get exposure. Direct stock ownership. How investors get exposure. Broad index ETFs like S&P 500 or Nasdaq. Heavy indirect exposure. How investors get exposure. Thematic or growth ETFs focused on tech, AI, or innovation. Important note. Many investors already own these 7 through ETFs without realizing how concentrated their portfolio has become. Plain language summary. The Magnificent Seven are the market's power players, huge, innovative, and massively influential. They can lift your returns, but they can also dominate your risk. Know what you own, how much you own, and why you own it.